pessoal, então bora lá jogar Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
They've seen us!
We got company.
Oh, where do they all come from?
I need healing.
Let me patch myself
Back
up
now.
first.
Follow with a real bone crusher.
Fire carnival!
I'm hurt. Pretty bad.
Wild smash! Hey!
So this is the end. Hell?
They've seen us!
Attack from range. Follow me.
Flame cloak!
Appreciate it. Watch out for the newcomer. Pretty sure they want us dead.
Oh, they've seen us! We should weaken them just to be safe! Fire carnival! Flame cloak!
Appreciate it.
Wild smash!
grenade!
Flame cloak!
I think I've hit my limit. Heal me! Chrome armor!
Whoa!
Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Slit! Looks like we'll have to bust our way out of this. Flame grenade! Chrome armor! I'm hurt. It's in your hands now.
Flame cloak!
Strike, and strike hard.
I'm in the zone. Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up. Almost down, but not out.
Company. Watch out for the newcomer. The size of that thing. Be careful. Attack the range. Follow me.
I've got your cover fire.
Flame grenade.
Flame cloak!
Thanks. Now, follow with a real bone crusher. Chrome armor.
Watch me lay into it. Whoa!
Assault hammer. Slit.
Wow, smash!
Flame grenade.
Fire carnival!
I'm off balance.
Flame cloak!
Thanks.
Wow, smash!
Chrome armor.
Weaken him and lay in!
Slit. I'm off balance. I think I've hit my limit. Heal me.
Wow, smash! Who cares how big they are?
Got it.
Concentrate your
Let's
fire!
pack some more punch.
Fire carnival! Yes! Hit him again for me! Flame cloak!
Appreciate it. Now, follow with
Watch
a real
me lay
bone
into
crusher.
him. Hang it down! Weaken him and lay in! Wow, smash!
Flame grenade. I'm hurt. Pretty bad.
Fire Carnival! Leave this to me. Almost.
So this is the end.
Come on.
Sorry,
okay?
that was sloppy.
We can do this.
Flame grenade! It's on now. Close the distance. Now, follow with a real bone crusher.
Watch me lay into him. Fire Carnival! Yes! Hit him again for me!
I'm hurt. Pretty bad. Flame grenade!
Flame cloak!
Appreciate it.
Come on. Hit harder. Level up! I think even my cookie got me. We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
is known as the segment marker. The segment marker indicates the borders of the segment you currently occupy. You can also go to the main menu map, segments, then select segments and press R to manually display the segment marker for the particular segment on the minimap. Manually set segments mark will be displayed as a blue hexagonal area even when you're outside their borders.
Commander Vandam.
Well now, look what the cat dragged in.
She did.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Always pays off.
Sakuraba Industry. Sakuraba. Preciso de materiais que não tenho.
This can't
hell?
be good. We should weaken them just to be safe.
Flame grenade! Gold armor! Assault hammer! Flint!
Wow!
Flame grenade!
Death! Weaken them and lay in!
I'm hurt. Pretty bad.
Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up.
All right, I feel the energy. Yes. Now tackle it up
Let's
close.
lay into 'em.
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Come on. Hit harder.
Flint! Just me. They picked the wrong
don't
guy
want
to
it to
kill
end.
last.
Like this.
I'm hurt. Pretty bad. So this... This
Stop
will
it!
show trouble. Flame grenade! It's on now! Close the
Help
distance!
me lay into it!
Foam armor!
Carnival! Stop it! Flame cloak!
Slit! I think I've hit my limit. Heal me! The hell?
Wet snake!
It's in your hands now. Strike! And strike hard!
Yes! Hit him again for me! Fire! Stop it! Wet snake! Flame cloak! I'm almost down, but not out.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
No. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons.
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens, surrender! Now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn. Stand down! Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort. Our friends here appear to be able to speak our language. Which means we need to find out if diplomacy is a viable option.
You're right.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
They've seen us.
Die!
Attack from range. Follow me.
Cover fire.
Full armor.
Wild spin!
Assault hammer.
Wild down!
Swing. I need healing.
Myself up first. Wild spin! Fire carnival!
I need healing. Flame grenade. Full armor.
Yes! Hit him again for me! Wild spin!
I'm hurt. Pretty bad. So this is the end.
Almost in, but not out. I don't want it to end.
Good. More practice. Attack from range. Follow me.
Cover fire.
Flame grenade.
Wild!
Full armor. Assault hammer. Slam.
Let me
I
catch
think I've hit
myself
my
up
limit. Heal me.
Wild spin!
Good.
Full armor. I'm hurt. Pretty bad. Looks like we'll have to bust our way out of this.
Almost down, but not out. Wild spin! Come on. Hit harder. I don't want it to end. Oh, we should weaken them just to be safe. Yes! Hit him again for me! Wild spin! Sorry.
Flame grenade.
Get fired up.
All right. I feel the energy. Slam. I think I've hit my limit. Heal me.
Wild spin!
I think I've hit my limit. Heal me.
Fire carnival!
Looks like we'll have to bust our way out of this. I'm hurt. Pretty bad. Full armor. It's in your hands now.
Follow me.
Strike. And strike hard. Sorry,
okay?
that was sloppy.
We can do this.
Full armor! It's on now! Close the distance!
Watch me lay into it.
Slip! Yes! Now tackle it up close!
Fire Carnival! I'm almost down, but not out. What? Come on.
Flame
Hit
grenade!
harder. Yes! Hit him again for me!
Slip! Full armor!
Fire Carnival!
Flame grenade! Assault hammer! Slip! Yes! Now tackle it up close! Slip! Looks like we'll have to bust our way out of this.
Watch me lay into it!
Not possible.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate. Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Strike first and strike hard.
What?
Flame grenade! Chrome armor!
Fire Carnival!
Assault hammer! Slip! Ah! I
Let
need
me
healing!
patch myself up first. Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up.
Slip!
Come on. Hit harder.
I need healing! They picked the
guys,
wrong
take it
guy
from-
to kill last.
Here.
Flame grenade! Now, follow with a real bone crusher. Chrome armor! Assault hammer! Looks like we'll have to bust our way out of this. All right, I'm ready to unload on them. So this...
Obrigado para quem estava a assistir, não se esqueçam de deixar aquele like, subscrever no meu canal e apertar o sininho das notificações. Até à próxima, pessoal.